Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Desery. Thank you so very much for clicking on my video. Curious to probably find out what life is all about after 40. After 40 for a black woman, after 40 for a South African black woman, and that's who I am. And I'm actually turning 42 in a week's time, so I got 2 years in there. So roughly I know what I'm talking about regarding the experiences of my life after 40 a little bit. So let's just dive right in there. When I turned 40, I didn't expect for life to change, but as I was approaching 40, my mindset started changing as well. So I want to break down this video for you when it comes to when you turn 40. Mentally you change, and physically also your body changes. And I think it's also the changes in your body has a lot to do with the hormonal changes in your body as a woman. So I want to just let's talk about that. So if you want to just drop me a comment, a question down down in the description box or wherever, just drop me a comment, or tell me your experiences as a 40-year-old, or if you are younger than 40, what are your fears maybe when you do turn 40? Then we can just talk about it and engage. So first and foremost, your body, your mental state does change when you get to 40. If I have to look at my friends who are 40 at this present moment, or who have turned 40 before me, most of us, the foundation of our mental state is we get to a stage where we feel like we've accomplished that. You've gone through your career things, and you're forming your relationships and getting married, having kids and all that. But what is after that? When you get to 40, you'll find that maybe your kids are in high school. They can pretty much take care of themselves, or whatever. But when you get to 40, your mind just changes, as in there's got to be something bigger out there. There's got to be something better I can, not better, but there's got to be something more I can do, and to contribute towards society, and to contribute towards life in all its essence. So that is the mental state that I'm in right now. I want to be able to look back at my life when I'm 50, by God's grace, and just think to myself, I have accomplished something. So now I feel like you plan your life when you were in your teens, you plan your life when you were in your 20s, career-wise and all that. And then when you get to your 30s, you are probably reaping the rewards of everything that you've done in your teens and in your 20s. And now you get to your 40s, you have to set new goals for yourself. You have to set new boundaries for yourself. You have to set new relationships. Probably you have to drop old relationships that don't benefit you in any way. So those are the things that you go through right now. You evaluate your life. That is the word I'm looking for. You evaluate your life from top to bottom, as in where do you want to go, and what do you want to do with yourself now that you've hit the age of 40. So you want to feel like you have a purpose in your life. So you evaluate your life, and you look back, and you look back, and you look back, and now you need to go forward and evaluate your and go on with your life, trying to plan now ahead. So now that's one thing I lacked now, is that I planned towards my 40s. Now I've gotten to 40, I don't have a solid plan. Now I have to sit down and really just go again, because you have to go a level higher. And then at a mentally as well, you turn not to stress anymore about things in your life. When you are faced with an opportunity or a challenge, you don't stress as much as you would when you were 20-year-old or a 30-year-old, because now you feel to yourself, I've gotten through it, I can get through this. Things just change, your mind just changes like it. Things don't stress you anymore. And also stress tends to take a toll on your body as well, because if you react badly towards a stressful situation, your body gets that strain from the way you react towards stress. So also you get into that mindset of, no, it's not that bad, pimple on my face, nah, it's not that bad, you know. I, whatever, it's not that bad. So yeah, you are faced with challenges, but now you know how to absorb it in a mature way, and you look forward to looking back at that thing when you have faced your challenge and saying, yeah, I overcome you, I knew it. So at 40, that also changes. And also mentally, your mind changes, or your mind set changes when it comes to saying no as well. I I never had a problem with saying no to people. I learned that trait, for lack of a better word. I learned to say no in my 30s already. It's much easier. But now I've learned to say no and not even care anymore. In your 30s, whenever you said no, you'd feel so guilty, you feel so bad. But when you hit your 40s, when you say no, your no is no. And that person must just deal with it. Because you've realized that, putting yourself through unnecessary things just by saying yes for it, it's no longer worth it. So it's easy for you just to say no. It's easier just to go through not to go through something than to go through something that you wanted to say no to it. It's easier. Another thing also, mentally, it's easier to accept help. Now you don't have to do everything. If you can't pay somebody to do stuff for you, then ask for help. You've learned that your life is too short for you to be still stressing and wanting to do everything by yourself. No, multitask, girl, multitask. Ask for help. Give your children chores and things to do with themselves, and even wherever, delegate. I love that word, delegate. Don't do everything yourself, and even if I delegate, I don't feel bad about it. So don't stress and try and do everything by yourself. And then also just your confidence level grows as well. You grow in confidence like nobody's business. um, um, it's a calm confidence. It's not a arrogant confidence that you go through or face or experience. So that is just basically when it comes to the mental side, that's my experiences. There's plenty more, but those are the highlights of mentally what I go through, what I've gone through when I turn 40. And then you get to the part of your physical body as well. You find that your physical body changes, and that is first of all, with me, if I have to go from top to bottom, I've always had dry hair, but now my hair is extra dry. I'm actually all natural underneath this. But my hair is extremely dry. My scalp is extremely dry. That's a thing that I've learned about my body. It has been dry, but it's extra dry now. I have to take extra care. Instead of using one product to moisturize and things, now I have to use 2 or 3 for me to really just lock in the moisture in my hair, and just for me to really just have my hair properly hydrated and for it to have that glow um, uh, from day to day. So when it comes to the changes in your body, when it came to my hair, I had to step up my routine, my over how I take care and how I oil my hair and how I wash my hair. It changes, and then you find I have from my face, my whole face. I've got oily skin. I grew up having very, very oily skin, and now I've noticed that all this time that I was using products that says for very oily skin. Now I found that just before I turned 40, I found that those products, they just sit on the surface of my skin. They my skin wouldn't absorb it, so I would wonder what's going on. So one day I just thought maybe my skin is changing, you know, and then I stopped using for very oily skin products to using normal oils products, normal to oily skin products, because I still have some oily patches here and there. So I mix them, and then I found that my skin actually responds to the normal one. So now my skin has changed from very oily to normal skin with a few little bit of patches. And then I found that from the neck downwards, my skin has become very, very, very dry. I have extremely dry skin now. Even now, I even complained to my mom a while back, and then she advised me, because I tried everything. I tried when I got to 38, you know, that age. I'm like, what is going on? None of the lotions are working. I'm ashy all the time. I eventually dropped every lotion that I tried to use, and then I started using just petroleum jelly. I didn't like the way Vaseline sits on my skin. It just sits on my skin, you know. And summer days, you're out there, you're in the dust. By the time the day is over, you're all sticky from my skin didn't absorb it. And then my mom advised me, why don't you just try using coconut oil? So coconut oil has been really, 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 really good to my skin. Even now, you can see my skin. I put 2 coats of coconut oil on, but my skin is not glistening. It's more of a matte thingy, but it's not ashy, because by the time midday hits and I have normal cream or Vaseline on, my skin is so ashy. I used to walk around with a bottle of lotion or something all the time, just to rub a little bit so that my arms don't become ashy. But it's matte, but it's not ashy. So coconut oil is really good. So step up when you see changes in your skin. Change your products. You may not have to change the brand, but just change the type of product it is. So that's my experience regarding my skin and my hair on my body. And then the one that is the most challenging for me is that it is so difficult now for me to lose weight. When I was in my 20s, I went and saw a dietitian. I think I was in my mid-20s. I went and saw a dietitian. I lost the weight so fast, like this. 40 kilos, I was going towards 50 kilos, and I lost the weight. It was easier to lose the weight. I could drop 5 every month, 5 kilos without stressing. Now I can't even drop 2 kilos. But my solution for that now is I just came to a realization, also just mentally for myself, is that I'm tired of punishing my body for what it is. I was never a thin person, a skinny person. I was a fat toddler. I was never skinny. So I feel to myself, I cannot be mourning for something that I never had. So I've come to the realization that if this is the body I've had all my life, surely maybe that is what my body is supposed to be like. It just clicked for me. So now I've come to the realization that if this is my body, I'm mobile, I can move, I can go wherever I want to go. So I'm going to take care of it the best way I can. And now I've gotten into the mindset of now I need to take care of my body the best way I can. So I have formed a relationship with my doctors. I think when I got to the age of 37, 38, I really just took it now seriously that form a relationship with your doctor. I go to the cardiologist every year because my cardiologist said to me, please come and see me every year just so that I can check your heart because of my weight. So I go for my checkup once a year to go check my heart. I go to the gynecologist to go check myself to make sure that I'm still on par with everything that I need to do for my body. I go to the general practitioner to have my blood pressure checked and my sugar checked and all that. You go for your blood tests and things like that. Go and form a relationship with these people because I'm just tired of starving myself and trying to be a certain image because society says you must be thin. And yes, I get it. You have to be healthy. But for me, at this present moment, I thank God that He's sustaining me, that so far, God has just kept me. And my body, I go for checkups and I do whatever the doctor says I must do because I have formed a relationship with Him. So just do that and get your mind right, because once you get to that stage where you have that proper system in place where you take care of your body physically and you are eating what you're supposed to. So that is also the other thing I do. I went to go see a dietitian. I asked her, please, I do not want to complicate my life. Just put me on an eating plan that is realistic and that will help me be focused and not dwell off the path. Because if you're going to tell me I must go buy special foods and drink special drinks and things like that, I don't want that. I want to be able to know these are the correct foods. This is what I'm supposed to eat. This is how much I must eat. And, just help me just make the right decisions in life. And because of that, the dietitian taught me that if it comes off slowly, it will stay off. So for me, I'm in no rush to lose weight. I have not set any deadlines or any goals for myself to say that, oh, in a year's time, I want to have lost 50 Ks, I want to have lost 20 Ks. I'm over that. I'm over that. So now it's just, that's it. I'm going to just take care of my body the best way that I know how to take care of my body. So I formed a relationship with my doctors. I formed a relationship with people who will just point me in the right direction so that I can get to that stage of my life where I feel like I'm healthy. Now I'm okay. So I'm not putting pressure on myself any longer. This is who I am. This is my body. You like it, you don't like it. Hey, it's just me. I want to do actually a video on body shaming at a later stage because I feel like I've got more to say regarding the subject on weight and things like that. But that is for another video. So also now I'm going into the hormones side of why your body changes at 40. I am no expert when it comes to, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert when it comes to hormone changes. So I went and just did some research. So I'm going to leave some links in my description box where you can go and check out some a doctor that just explains to you what your body goes through hormonally. And then I left a link also of a lady there who explains what your body goes through, your physical body, not just your hormones, goes through at each stage or each decade of your life. So go and check out the videos. They are very informative. They've enlightened me and given me some sort of knowledge. So go and check out when it comes to your hormones, and it explains what your body goes through at 40. So I want to just leave you with this. Life is too short for you to be stressing about anything. So when you get to 40, embrace it. Embrace being 40. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new era for you. And when you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes, you must have a conversation with yourself. You must have a conversation with God, saying, God, another day. This is another day. This is another day for me. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to impact your life? Doesn't matter what age you are at. You can still make a difference wherever you go. So trust yourself, believe in yourself, and enjoy this decade of being 40, because it only comes along once, and you got to make the best of it. So thank you so very much for listening to or watching my video all the way to the end. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and we will talk again, because this is what this channel is going to be all about. Talking. And I will bring the information to you, so you don't have to feel like there's no help out there, because there is help out there. And even if you are in a bad mental state, let me leave you with this one. Go see somebody, go talk to somebody, those people, counselors and psychologists and things, they are qualified to get you out of the slump that you are in. Don't sit in that ditch because you can't get past the fact that you are 40 now. Go and live your life. Get help if you have to, but enjoy it and enjoy being 40. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.